you agree to an induction, make sure that you're actually okay with getting induced.
Hey there, Dula here, and I want to talk about why this is happening. Why do you have people showing up and then not wanting to do anything that needs to be done to have an induction of labor? It's because they're not being told by their providers that they're going in for one, or they're just told, show up at this date and this time to have your baby. Their providers are not having an informed consent discussion about induction. They're certainly not telling them their Bishop score. They're not telling them that they're going to need cervical ripening if that's necessary before they move on to something like Pitocin. Those conversations aren't happening, or they are being intentionally manipulated by providers. And I'm going to give you a story. I had a family member. I was not her doula. She did ask me to be at her birth, and I was happy to do that, but as a family member. She went into her 39-week appointment, the pre-arrive trial, and her doctor said, your cervix isn't ripe yet. We're going to send you in at this date and this time for cervical ripening. I knew she didn't want an induction. And so we talked about, did they tell you what's going to happen after that step? She's like, no, I assume I'm going home. And I'm like, typically that's the first step to an induction of labor. They'll give you cervical ripening. When they can, they'll want to break your water, and then they're going to want to start Pitocin. And she's like, I don't want that. And I was like, I understand that. Here are some questions to take back to your provider so you can decide if you want to proceed with their recommendations or not. She did not. And a week later, she went into labor and in 6 hours had her baby without any pain medication, which was the way that she wanted to do it. Her provider did not tell her he was sending her in for an induction. It was just cervical ripening, because she said she didn't want to be induced. And he knew that once she was in that hospital and that ball was rolling, that it was likely that she wasn't going to stop it and asked to leave at that point. I'm not saying all providers, but sometimes that's what's happening.